Welcome back. We survived. I just went to go see Alien Romulus 2024. So this is the remake. I guess remake's not the right word. It's actually meant to be between Alien and Aliens. So it's taking us back in time, which I feel like I've been doing a lot lately with a lot of the movies going to theater, but I don't dislike it at all. I'm thoroughly enjoying myself and my time in the 80s is how I would feel. I initially watched the Alien movie back in 1986, 87 when it was on probably Fox, and they played those Sunday afternoon movies. I remember going to a friend's house and knocking on that backsliding door and, oh, come in, come watch the movie. And I'm like, oh, let's go outside and play. Oh, I want to finish watching this. It had just started. And I don't know where the parental supervision was. But I somehow plopped down on a couch and watched Alien for the first time as a young child who really had no idea what she was getting herself into. So, yes, I was probably scarred for life. Keep the kids at home. None of these movies should be watched by a child. We have ratings for a reason. Now, that being said, I did grow up to be an absolute lover of this franchise. I love these movies. I've always been a diehard Alien fan, and even for the other spin-off type related everything, right? It's a huge franchise now, and I enjoy it thoroughly. So I couldn't wait to go see this movie in the theater. I'm so glad that we got to see this in cinematic form, the way that an Alien movie should always be seen. Unless you're 8 years old and you're watching it on like a box set TV, and that's enough. That was enough. That was more than enough. That was more than enough. Under a blanket, through the thing. No. That was enough. And so I realized in that first Alien movie, it's a lot of build-up. You learn a little bit about the characters, what they're doing, and then the rest of it is very suspenseful, very thrilling, but you don't ever really see the creature until the end. So there's all that suspense, all that build-up. It's more a fear about what is it? What the fuck is it? What is it? Can it be killed? What does it do? Oh my gosh. Like, it's just spiraling. It sends you down a bunny hole of what the F is it? Literally. And it starts with those space fuckers. Boo, 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 boo. Oh. I digress. So I have a little bit of past trauma related with watching this movie way too young. Yes, there was many a sleepless night. Yes. However, here we are. Now in my 40s seeing this movie, and I gotta say, I thought, how scary could it be? I know what the creature looks like. I know what the face things look like. I know the general storyline. If you've seen one of the Alien movies, you know what to expect now, right? You have an expectation, you know what to expect. You're going into it. It's like, how scary is it gonna be? Well, they won today. It hit hard. You got me. I thought I was in the clear. I really did. I stress ate an entire thing of, this is the refill. I ate the whole thing. I'm just sitting there watching previews going, working myself up. And then I thought, oh, you know what? I know what everything looks like. There's no reason to be afraid. I got this. I'm good. This isn't gonna scare me. I've been through this. I know what to expect. There's not anything that they're gonna bring forward that's gonna shock me, the viewer. I'm 30 plus years older. Plus than when I first saw the Alien movie. I was wrong. And I'm so glad that I was. So Do we see everything pretty much up front and center right away? Yeah, there's no real mystery there. There's nothing new. You know what to expect going in. Unless you've never seen one of these movies before, and then just get ready. Be prepared. Maybe watch the other movies first, especially the first Alien movie, just because then it goes in that sequence. Because the first Alien movie does such a good job with like that edge of your seat suspense, and then it really ties in to this movie. It really brings in a lot of the same elements, a lot of the same visuals that you're seeing. There's a lot of recognizable things in this movie that you will enjoy if you've already seen the first Alien movie. And now it kind of does go in sequence, so that's something fun as well. And let's talk a little bit about the breakdown of this movie, Alien Romulus. The stuff that nightmares are definitely made of. In fact, they probably make nightmares run and hide under the covers. It get ya. It get ya. It get you good. So be ready. This is directed by Fede Alvarez, and he definitely does not disappoint. I know that he really poured a lot of his soul, his ambition, his desire into this film, and it shows. It shows that he cared about making a project that really encapsulated what the first movie was along with the franchise, but also that it was a standalone movie, and it is. It really is. I think that if I've never seen one of the Alien movies, I could easily have walked in there today, been scared halfway, like just scared to death. Like I would have been scared to death and enjoyed myself. So it does a good job as a standalone movie. It's extremely entertaining on its own. However, still paying such wonderful homage to the franchise and the first movie. And it does go very well in sequence with what you would expect the next movie to be, or the next movie just in between there. It fits masterfully. It really does. I am not let down on that aspect. Thank you for not letting me down. I am just... It's like a breath of fresh air, because so many times you have an expectation and then it just falls short. You're underwhelmed. And this didn't disappoint. I was very pleasantly pleased in that respect. Now, when we first meet the cast in the movie, the only thing I could keep thinking was, my goodness, they are young. They are babies. Young. And then I'm just wondering, is it just me? Have I gotten that old? And I do believe everyone's in their 20s, and they're supposed to be in their 20s. So it fits. Everything fits. And I even look back, and Sigourney Weaver, she was 28 when she made the movie. And it was like one of her first roles on the screen. So it did kind of fit that, especially with the horror genre. You get people that are kind of either breaking away from TV or from Broadway and coming out and dipping their toe in the water in the horror genre. And then they kind of go on to do other things, right? Or it usually leads to breakout roles. I do believe that's very possible here. All of the characters, phenomenal performances. Did a wonderful job of immersing me, pulling me in, and making me feel like they were the character that they played. So the main star, or I would say the main star, other than the alien, was Kaylee Spaney, and she played Rain. So we meet Rain and her brother, and they are just making their way, trying to survive in absolutely horrific circumstances on a planet or substation that never sees the sun ever. So it's just horrible conditions, horrible time to have to grow up. And I'm shocked that they look as good as they do for having to live in such horrific conditions. All their teeth are there. So we then find out that the struggle is, you're basically a death sentence. You're sentenced to death there. They will work you until you die. You'll have one job and then try to be free from that, and then you're going to end up having to work somewhere else. And the worst place it seems that you could be sentenced to is the mines, where you literally see someone walking with a canary and many people do not return. So Rain is staring down the barrel of, I'm going to work at the mines. Well, is there another opportunity maybe? Enter that opportunity. And she knew these colony kids, I believe, probably grew up with them. You could tell that they have a bond, all of them, but they call her over because they need to use her brother. So the brother is very important in many ways and can help assist them with a task at hand. So they think that there's a ship that's up in the atmosphere above them. Let's go get that. Let's get the cryogenic chambers so that then we can go to another distant planet, because we have to go to sleep for, I think it's 8 or 9 years to get there. But the only way to do that is to have one of the chambers and have enough energy to then skedaddle. So we're signing up for the Lifeline. We're going to head on up, jump in our spaceship, because they do have a spaceship of their own. The biggest thing here is like, where is that taking you, right? So you need to be able to travel for a long time in this sleep state, right? Which we're all familiar of if we've seen the other Alien movies. All right, so everyone decides that we're gonna go for it. This is our lifeline. We gotta get off this desolate hell and at least try to survive, see the sun, and go someplace that is hopefully better. All right, that's the plan. So this band of misfits, band of colony kids, I would say, decide, all right, let's strap in and let's go to the space station and get what we need. We'll be in and out 30 minutes. No big deal, right? No big deal. In and out. That's what they always say. Don't believe them. It's never that easy. So they get up there and come to find out, before even venturing off, that, oh no, there's a time frame of like 30 plus hours that we have. Oh, we can do it. We're going to be in and out in 30 minutes. But we only have 30 plus hours if shit hits the fan to get out of there, because otherwise this space station is going to crash into one of the rings of a planet that's up there. So the clock is ticking, people. The clock is ticking. All right. Now, of course, that time gets expedited, and then we have not 30 plus hours, but 30 plus minutes. This all happens before we even meet the creatures, the aliens, the face fuckers. So there's an element of stress, of needing to rush, of needing to hurry. Now, it unfolds from there, and this is all entertaining. All right, so now all of the colony kids are on the space station, and they have a mission, and they're going to get it done in 30 minutes or less, mind you. Well, that gets blundered big time. And enter the name of the film. I don't really need to say more, because we know what happens, right? We know what happens. This is where I am in the movie thinking, I know what happens. It's all good. Now, that being said, they take it to the next level. It's been upped. The bar has been upped, and they do a phenomenal job of suspense, because, and I know this came in the preview, so I will say, they're in the water when they're first meeting the face effers. And man, it adds that element of, yeah, I know my audience goer knows what they look like already. So we're losing that element of creepy, of crawly, of scary. But now I put them in the water, it adds that dimension back. And it did. It really did. It's so unnerving. It makes me like think I'm there, and I'm just like, shit. I gotta get out of here. 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 I'm someone that's really good under pressure and under panic, but man, you bring in the supernatural and I'm killing everything. Just blow the thing up. Blow it up. Blow it up. So you don't want me with you. Leave me at home. So it does a great job of provoking that emotion and upping the game, stepping it up a level. I really enjoyed that. And then we see a lot more of these creatures too. Very intricate details of these creatures. Like, you feel immersed in those creatures, albeit disgusting and kind of, don't touch it. Like, we're like, get it off and then don't touch it. I hate them. 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 Oh, in case you didn't know, I hate them. There's a lot of them. They're everywhere. So many. And just when you think you're done with them, they come back. So you get a lot of them. So many. Doesn't disappoint in the realm of feeling scared, mortified. It really takes it to a new level. Enjoyed it. Thank you. Now, we also get the it's got to be the most terrifying thing in the world, right? I mean, one of them, as far as there's no words. Scary. Very scary. Ups the game with that too, because we know it's coming out. We know it's coming out, right? But is there a way to see it before? Blah. Very enjoyable. Very enjoyable. Then we're losing some people. There's death. There's running. There's fear. There's betrayal. There's confusion. There's not getting along. There's controversy. There's all the plot that we expect from an alien movie. There's AI, robotic machine, cyborg. They're there. And it's fun. It's fun. It's fun. I really enjoyed those elements. And it's weird how I'm very afraid of like the white blood from the AIs, from the androids, I just, that's got to be something from my childhood that stayed with me forever. I don't like it. It's spooky to me, and the guts, it's spooky to me. It just has always kind of unnerved me as well. So there's plenty of that to go around, as well as the tension and the fear of the actual alien. The character development is what you would expect from an alien movie. Yes, we do get more from the main characters and who the main character cares about, right? But there is some development between all the characters. There's one of the characters that you're meant to hate right off the bat. And yeah, I hate that person right off the bat. Kind of wishing that, oh yeah, that person's going to get probably first, right? Setting the stage for that one. One of the other things that I truly enjoyed about this film was the music. The music goes along with it very well, and it provokes emotion. It provokes emotion like, I mean, it's just one of those sounds that automatically you know what's going on, right? So this has a very similar feel, and eerie feel, creepy feel, spaceship feel, right? Abandoned planet feel, or abandoned substation feel, or just eerie, irky. Just, it's there. It does very well. Alien Romulus is rated R, restricted, right? Be mindful, if this is not your cup of tea, don't put yourself through it. Don't go to the theater. Age appropriate only. Yes, it's an hour of 59 minutes of really nail biting, like fear. So all of the actors in this film did a phenomenal job. I was most blown away by David Johnson. Really wonderful performance, and executed it so well, extremely believable for his character, and I truly enjoyed watching him. Everything about him. I just really enjoyed it. I truly enjoyed Kaylee Spaney's portrayal of Rain. Wonderful feminine character, heroine, full force, yet vulnerable. There's just, she's got it. She's got it. She did a wonderful job. All of the cast did amazing. Like, they brought it. They brought it. One of the things that I really enjoyed about this movie was the humor. And I know that's funny to say. It's like humor. There's humor in this movie. And I know that there was in the original Alien as well. I'd have to go back and watch the other ones to remind myself. But it is like banter between the characters. And I really... It's got to be because I'm getting older, but the jokes were they did it for me. I thought it was very funny. I chuckled and it was enjoyable. And I'm glad that they kind of brought that into the film also. It added an element of realism, right? It added an element of realism there and kind of made you feel that much more for the character. So I loved all of the characters. Fast forward to the end. And I was sitting there feeling good because I had my fear, but I wasn't overly scared. I wasn't petrified. I wasn't terrorized. And that's when I really realized it's because I knew what to expect, right? I knew what to expect. It's that unknown that gets ya. Me, as an 8-year-old child, hiding under a blanket that had holes in it, watching the first Alien movie, so much unknown. Now, I pretty much know everything. I know what to expect. I know what everything looks like. So yes, is it still scary? Yes. Does it still provoke emotion? Yes, all of the above. But I was like, I got this. I felt empowered. I got this. I'm not going to say anything more. I'm going to let you go watch it and report back. Because I felt fear. I felt scared. I wanted my blanket. They did a phenomenal job. This movie does not disappoint. It hits all the buttons of a horror movie, of a sci-fi movie, of really bringing in all of the classic moments. Classic moments. You will find them for yourselves, but I just loved it. It was like icing on the cake. It was like delicious, delicious sprinkles on top of a delicious cupcake. Oh my goodness, I loved it. I loved it. I loved it. And what does that say about me? There's gotta be something not right upstairs. Because it scares me as well. But if you are like me, I think you will absolutely love this film. It is 1000% worth seeing in the theaters. It's fun. It is creepy. It is super disturbing. It is gross. It has gore. It checks all the boxes. It checks all of the boxes. So, are you ready for your bad apple review? Well, this one is one to take a bite out of. I don't think I do that good. But it is a big, red, juicy apple. This is worth seeing in the theaters. It is delicious. It does not disappoint. It brings you everything that you are looking for in an Alien movie. It ups the game. It ups the level. And then it does not leave you disappointed. It leaves you pretty much shaking in your boots. So, welcome back, nightmares. Let me know what you think, though. Like and subscribe, and I'll see you back here soon. Take care, everyone. I have been chomping at the bit to see this movie. I could not wait. Chomping at the bit. Pun intended.